Welcome to Hoof Hearted, where our only perfume is the stink of truth. Tonight,
I like that.
What? Great dog.
Wait.
I totally approve of that. It sounds like something out of Darkwing Duck. So, I'm on board.
You are the
Scott.
The stench of truth, that smells more like the stench of failure.
I don't see how those are mutually exclusive. We also have TG.
Oh, fuck, that's me. I'm here. Hi.
He's where the stench of failure is coming
This is
from.
nothing
It's
new,
coming from
TG.
TG.
And Duster.
I broke up with this group because of artistic differences.
And hosting is myself, Treebeard, pretending that I have any authority in this matter.
Yay.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Treebeard is our leader, except he's not, because we don't have
I'm a leader, except in the ways that I'm not.
No.
Which
He's
is
the leader
all-
because... No, he's the leader because he has the happy smiley face badge that we pass around.
This is true.
We have the what?
What the fuck are we talking
The happy
about
smiley
now?
face
What
badge
happy
on his lapel.
smiley face badge? We have a happy smiley face badge?
God damn it, Scott, you weren't supposed to tell them about the happy smiley face badge.
I want a happy smiley face badge.
You're not getting one.
Well, this is
That
derailed.
sucks. Yeah, fuck it. I'm leaving. I'm not part of this group anymore until I get a
Okay,
happy...
fine, the happy smiley face badge is meaningless.
Are you happy now?
Back
Might
on
be-
the rails, folks.
Will I be...
We
Well,
derailed
right.
within 30
Right.
seconds. That's a new record.
So yeah, we have a panty episode to discuss today. So, we decided to go to glorious country of something.
Glorious country of Yakistan.
It's Yakistan.
There's a distinct lack of Borat jokes, but a lot of ham-fisted commentary about criticism. We had a bunch of Yaks come over and Hulk out, and then Pinkie went on some kind of journey or something. And then it was kind of pointless because things went all right because...
Things went Pinkie.
Because...
figured out how to solve
You know, I don't know why, but
Before we
guys,
discuss
what did
the
you...
episode, I think it's worth noting what the pitch was for this episode, which I'm paraphrasing it slightly, but not all that much. And that would be 7 years in Tibet, but instead of Brad Pitt, it's Pinkie Pie.
That sounds magical.
That's what the
No,
pitch for this episode
more
was.
like 7 seconds in Tibet.
Yeah, I feel like if this was actually like 7 years in Tibet, but with Pinkie Pie, it would have been way better.
In any case, now that I've given a recap that told you absolutely nothing, it's now time for us to discuss our opinions. So first off, Scott, what do you think?
Yaks are awful. Horrible.
Are they worse than Griffins?
That's
Well, I mean, the Griffins didn't smash things because they disliked you. They just said your shit was shit to your face. They didn't smash your shit.
I want to smash it.
You're gonna wreck it?
Yeah, I'm gonna wreck it.
TG, I think you mean you want to get smashed, knowing you.
I'm already slightly.
Wonderful.
Anyway,
Listen, man. You know, fucking...
Also, Pinkie Pie apparently has more information on the ponies in Ponyville than the Equestrian Secret Service.
Given that one of their head operatives is Bon Bon, her incompetence hardly surprises me.
Yeah. Also, apparently, Twilight does not like quesadillas.
That sounds weird.
Which I don't blame her,
That
because
just seems
doesn't
really
like
random out of
quesadillas.
place.
I don't like
yeah.
quesadillas either.
How the
so.
fuck do you not like
Scott.
quesadillas?
Scott, you're kicked out of a
go fuck
group.
yourself.
Get out. Yeah.
You're not allowed in here.
Everyone's gonna get kicked out of a group tonight. I'm telling you.
Oh, I already left because of artistic differences.
How artistic.
Anyway, Pinkie, in Pinkie's journey, she joined the Beatles, got popular, then broke up with the band all in a single afternoon. That
It was magical.
That happened.
was a magical journey.
Well, magical's a word for it.
Also, the baby yak or wherever it was adorable.
Yeah.
He's-
Too bad it was immediately gone.
It's the only yak I approve. Anyway, hey, I give this a 6.
Alright. Deuster. Your thoughts on... super sad.
I don't really know what to say about it, really. I mean,
Yaks are awful.
I can't even say the Yaks are awful, because I like the dialogue between the main characters in this episode, and that was kind of the only thing I really liked. Everything else was stuck in season 5. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just really unremarkable. I will say, though, that I've been watching this writer on Twitter. He's a very funny guy. And, he's got a good sense of humor. I like it.
Which one?
Named
there's
like
like
Cornifalone or something like that.
Yeah. Italian last name, dude.
Right.
It's last name. This
You're
is Mario
right.
of the
Think
Mushroom
that
Kingdom.
research does us.
God,
Is it Mario and
I
Luigi?
cannot pronounce people's names for save my life. But overall, like, it's just not very remarkable. I'm trying to think of things to say about it because the first half, I think Greg summed it up the best when we were talking about it earlier. The first half was like a really nice slice of life, like kind of season 1-ish feel, and the second half just goes off the rails into, oh right, Pinkie Pie has no character, so we can do whatever the fuck we want. I'm just gonna give this a 5. That's why like unremarkable. Who cares?
All right, TG.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to, like, I thought the beginning was pretty decent. You know, I don't know. Like, I thought it was decent as a concept, but not in practice. Because again, like, the fucking Yaks are just douchebags. Like, they don't do... So you could almost be like, man, the fucking ponies keep saying that it's just like Yakistan, and then it's not. But then it's like, it's still a fucking Yak's fault, because nobody ever says that and means it literally. Like, that's fucking insanity. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're not like, yeah, I made you this New York-style pizza. I went to New York and made it, because I'm a fucking magical asshole who has time and money to do that. Like, that's insane. Nobody would ever do that. They clearly did not mean that it was supposed to be exactly like Yakistan. So, I don't know. It's fucking really weird and kind of terrible everything. And then by the end, it was just fucking ridiculous because it was like, look, Pinkie did all this shit in an afternoon because she's wacky. And it was like, yeah, and it was like, also, there's fucking sheep here. Sheep never move, right? Ever? They just sit still perfectly for days and days at a time.
They can't be herded or anything. Who's ever heard of a sheep herder?
Yeah,
right?
it's
like,
yeah,
you know,
what is a sheep herd?
Maybe.
No.
Yeah, that's not a thing that
shepherd.
exists in any culture, right?
Yeah, what? You're crazy.
Well, maybe the sheep.
whole thing
Maybe
was fucking...
maybe the sheep don't have like a sheep herder in
Then
Equestria.
get fucking
What
someone
did
to
Apple
shove them out of the way.
In fucking, was it season 1 or 2?
I don't even. I
don't know.
That was cow herding and bunny herding, not sheep herding.
I don't know. It's all terrible.
Oh.
So it started off okay, but still bad, and then just got really terrible as it went on. Like, I don't know. I'd give this like a 3, maybe. I don't know. I'd give it a really low.
A meh low.
Alright. Gurgdwag.
Okay. Greg,
I know you have quite a bit to say.
Greg not like how this episode end. Greg think episode start well. Character interaction good.
Greg became
Ponies
a yak.
act how they supposed to act. Me like. But then episode go downhill. Pinkie show up. Randomness no good. Things make no sense. Beetle joke felt bad. No
Felt
like.
bad.
Then they go to Yak country. Yaks not shown. No like. Lack of world building. This is no good. I want to smash. Alright. I can't keep going with that, so in all seriousness, yeah, boy, this episode, I really liked how it started.
It's like if William Shatner was the Hulk.
I guess that's what that was. We'll go with that. But if William Shatner was a Yak/Hulk/ anyways.
Me smash Spock.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like when it started off, I'm like, okay, this is kind of like a season 1 or 2 slice of life episode. I like this. The characters are acting how they're supposed to. They're interacting well. There's a problem. It's a bit over the top. It's a bit silly, but it's nothing we haven't seen before. It fits the tone of the show. And yeah, I liked seeing Twilight act all paranoid again. We really haven't seen her act like all OCD like this a lot lately. Shows, she's calmed herself a bit, but she's still Twilight deep down on the inside, that was good to see.
She's Twilight deep down on the
Pinkie
inside.
Pie nervous was
nervous Pinkie Pie too. Like that was something I really liked. I felt like wasn't out of character. You can tell she takes her party planning stuff seriously, especially if the whole like party den were shown at the end of the episode. I actually liked that.
I found that creepy.
It was.
I'm gonna admit, I found that kind of creepy.
See, it's creepy, but it's Pinkie Pie. I wasn't surprised by the fact Pinkie Pie would have such a thing.
Yeah, like we've
because
seen
she
the
is
other
insane.
things she has. Like she has all the like party materials stashed around like the entire town. Like it's not that weird that Pinkie would have this fucking weird den of insanity.
It is creepy, but yeah, no, Pinkie Pie having it, I'll totally buy into that. But yeah, then the second half of the episode comes around and it's all downhill very, very fast. The whole sheeps blocking the train thing, that made no sense at all. Yeah, you can't just move the sheep, you can't wait to move them, I don't understand.
You can't tell them to get out of the way?
You think, some pony might have magic, or... Are they sentient? Yeah,
they
I think so. Yeah, because sheep have fucking not hooves, but
cloven feet.
Cloven.
I think.
Feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. That was the rule they established, right? Things with cloven feet are
except when it's not.
It's not concrete, but anyways, yeah. I don't know, like once the episode literally it went off a cliff, quite literally. Past that point I was like, oh god, why this is stupid. Like even with Pinkie Pie's randomness, I'm willing to let a little bit go, but when you slide all the way across Equestria backwards on a frictionless and gravityless sled, you cross the line a bit too much, just a bit. But really, they really couldn't show us any of Yakistan? Really? After all the fucking complaining we've done about world building this season, and it just keeps continuing, all we learned about this race, again, is that they're assholes. It's the same shit with the Griffins, except, yeah, I'd have to agree, it's worse.
Yeah, it's somehow
worse.
even worse than the...
I mean, granted, at least they still keep a society together, but didn't let their whole city turn into a shitty. God, I got to bring that back, but
it is still a shitty.
I mean, we didn't even see the city, so we don't know what happened to it.
It's probably better than the Griffins. I think that's a safe bet. But and then yeah, they tried to have its message at the end of the episode, which is a good message, I can understand. But the Yaks were dicks. I feel like there should have been a statement made about the fact that the Yaks didn't respect the pony's hospitality. They meant well. I was describing it earlier in the week that it's like when I have these guys over to my house for EQLA, upon showing up, they notice that my house is not their house, and so they smash it. I mean,
what, Drake? You didn't bring my bed to your house,
right?
Fuck this,
right.
Smash.
So, yeah, I don't know. This episode, I liked the first half. I did not like the second half. I liked the comedy. The character interaction, also very good. I'll give it a 6.
Alrighty, so now it's down to me.
Yep.
Why would you do this to yourselves? Yeah, I really did not like. Yeah, I'm Grump again. It's starting to pick up.
Hey, I'm Grump. I'm also Grump.
Hey, I'm Dan. I'm also Dan.
Dan.
But yeah, the way I described this episode, it's like, for those of you who have ever watched like Star Trek or Star Trek The Next Generation, you know how there would be like these alien dignitaries that come on the ship and try ever so hard to be offended at everything? Like, they're looking for reasons to break a treaty or to complain to everybody. And it ends up, it's always the Federation that has to fucking accommodate them. Yeah, that's this episode. It's another, the Enterprise has to appease the dignitary because they're being a douchebag, and they're saying, oh, it's my culture, so it's okay for me to be a douchebag. Just, yeah, during the React, I kind of brought up that I'm like, okay, maybe the Yaks issue is more that they're being lied to, but yeah, they're still being dicks.
It still doesn't excuse what went on.
It doesn't. It might explain it. It doesn't excuse it.
Right.
I do feel like I kind of want to place at least a little blame on the ponies too, because they never really changed their tactics when they recognized that what they were doing wasn't working. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being the manipulative mastermind. But when a certain way of doing things isn't working, you stop doing things that way.
The insanity quote, but I can't exactly remember.
Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us mentioned in podcast, but a couple of us mentioned it outside the podcast, that this, like, super just broke the comedic rule of 3.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we talked about that.
We talked about it outside the podcast.
Yak smash gag, that broke the rule of 3 hard.
The way I described it...
As familiar with comedic and storytelling principles, the rule of 3 basically goes like this. It is basically that the number 3 governs a lot of comedy. One of them being that a joke will be funny precisely 3 times. 3.
Yeah.
Or if you're making a joke that cites like bullet points as best as you could describe, like writing it on paper, 3.
Yeah.
2, the audience feels kind of left hanging. 4, it starts to drag. 5 is right out.
God damn it, Tristan.
I think it was 5? It was 5 times.
No, but like...
yeah, it was. God, I didn't think about that.
The way I described it while we were watching it was that there was no reason to show every single pony's attempt to fucking deal with the Yaks. They could have gone, here's one, here's another, I guess a third, you know.
Or take to the 6 and pair them.
Right.
Yeah, they could have
That's
paired
the right
them.
way to go
But
about it.
no, I feel like it would have been even better than pairing them would be do like the pre-opening thing, then show 2 of the ponies doing shit, and then cut to all of them together and be like, I guess you guys all had the same experience.
And then they can describe it.
Yeah, like it would have been way better like that than
Just briefly.
showing every single fucking moment.
They did
Or-
it's worse. They did it 6 times.
Oh,
I feel like
Yeah,
I
they're
feel like
counting
they
the intro.
showed.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
because
right,
they showed
yeah.
every single one of them.
you know what? You know what we could have had instead of this? We
What?
could have had a montage.
We could have had it
Actually, a montage would have fit so much better because you can break the rule of 3 with a montage.
You can break the rule of 3 with a montage because it's flying by.
Then you can show, not tell,
Guys,
as well.
you know what? You know
So,
what else we
yeah.
could have had?
Hmm.
We
What more?
could have had it all.
Don't sing Adele.
We already had it all. That's the problem.
No more Adele.
But,
At least not by you.
I have a beautiful voice that is like angels scraping their nails on a million heavenly chalkboards.
I am Blur from Omicron Perseid. That's all I
Alright.
could. That's all I kept
Let's get back
thinking.
on the rails.
What rails? Do we even have those anymore?
If you live in Los Angeles.
God.
Anywho, yeah, the rule of three was broken. The Yaks weren't really endearing so much as they were annoying, and they kind of open up this cliche that was really tired in Star Trek, and it's not even remotely endearing here. And the whole thing toward the end was just so nonsensical and poorly paced. Like, it just zipped by, and it sort of invalidates the whole journey. Because the thing I'm thinking with it is that the only reason Pinkie didn't think of this sooner was she was just holding the idiot ball today. Because nothing about that journey that she took suggests, you know what, maybe we should just stick to what makes Equestria special or something. And you saw maybe like a few minutes of that journey and jack shit else, so you can only really take her word for it that it was really meaningful and the people were really helpful and stuff. I don't like being told things unless it's something that no one else is around to show.
Well, I guess it's probably Cherry Jubilee. That was helpful. Even though they
How
fell
the
to
fuck did she come back? Like, was she that well-liked of a character?
I mean,
Well,
I liked her, but admittedly, this is not the place I would bring her back in.
She wasn't really
Yeah.
mean. It could have been anybody.
Yeah,
It could have been, like, instead of Dodge City
I
City
have
is
spread the
what I
shitty.
meant. instead of Dodge City, they could have stopped in, like, Appaloosa, and she could have met Brayburn. Like, a character who's been around more than once, and, like, is known for, like, doing shit. I don't know, just like anything other than...
I don't know, the whole part after the fucking train gets stopped by the sheep, it should have been just redone. Like, the whole going to Manhattan thing, and then the Beatles, and it just...
it was also... The second half was just so pointless.
Yeah.
Nothing there amounted to jack shit. It didn't even world build. So, yeah, this gets a 3 from me.
Okay, who wants to do the averages?
I wasn't listening to any of this.
Okay, so Free, 2 6s, I believe?
Yeah, 2 6s, 2 3s,
Dustin was a 5.
and the 5, yeah.
Wait, I think I said 3?
Yeah, you said 3,
Yeah.
so it's 2 3s, 2 6s, and a 5.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. 4.6.
4.6. Ugh.
That took way longer than it should have. Yes, 4.6.
Alright.
No good.
Not good episode.
So, going to our source of horse drama, horse news. We have a few things to talk about this week.
Alright.
Nothing major.
Oh god, yeah, I'll do my best to keep up.
You want to start
Normally
with Fiesta Equestria?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
normally I'm on top of my horse drama, but you know, I'm
Come on,
a
step
little
it up.
tired.
Come on, step it up.
You're also getting ready for AX, so there's
Oh
that.
my god, yeah, I've
Yep.
been up since 8 and I got my AX badges, which by the way, come see us at AX. We'll probably be
Won't be out
Couple of
yet.
us will be
How
there.
many
I won't be.
fuckers are in California?
Yeah.
Come see us at AX, even though this isn't going to go up before
It'll come out a
AX.
week after.
Yeah. And
Or,
Don't
in
blame
that
me,
case,
it's just
or,
life.
rather, in that case, thanks for seeing us at AX.
Anyways, but wait, do you want to start with Fiesta Equestria?
yeah, that.
It's Fiesta Equestria, but
No,
yes.
but it's
It might as
Fiesta
well be
because they were
Fiesta,
napping.
Because apparently security was taking a nap.
Yep, that's the headline Horse News went with.
So what happened at this place? Or
Everything terrible.
So, to start off, attendance was definitely not what they expected. They promised 1,000 people, they had 400.
Well,
Well,
then.
Did they confirm how many?
It's
Like now that it ended, because
uh,
I remember when I was reading it, there was like some estimates are saying it's like 400, and some are saying it's as low as 2, and it's probably in between somewhere. So
all right, keep talking while I look it up.
yeah, I don't know if
Couldn't they just figure this out by looking at their badge purchases?
Well, because not everyone who buys a badge actually shows up.
And there's
not
also at the
everybody-
door badges as
There's
well.
at the door badges, and then there's people who buy like a full weekend badge and show up like one day. So, like once the con is over, they have more concrete numbers. And when the article was first posted, it was still during the con. So, yeah, I assume by now they've had a more concrete number, but who knows if they made it public. They didn't want a list of stolen items to be known.
Yes.
No, that's
Yes,
defamation.
that's the thing.
Talk about
Yeah.
that.
Listing facts is defamation. I almost
Oh.
said decimation because...
Oh, this con with all the stolen shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I heard about this.
right,
Cannot
so,
find the official attendance numbers at this time.
Alright, so it's somewhere...
Attendance numbers are not important. Please
Yeah.
get on to
between
the juicy
200
shit.
and 500.
Yes, tell us what went wrong.
Yeah, so apparently, during the first night, like between letting vendors set up the night before the con and the day of the actual con, someone like not even broke into because the door was just straight up like unlocked. So someone walked into the vendor hall and stole a bunch of shit.
Oh, good.
I wish we could tell you everything that was stolen, but you know, apparently listing facts about bad things that happened is defamation. So, shrug.
Like shitty ass security,
Yeah, but yeah. So
defamation of the motherfucker who stole all this shit.
yeah, like I remember that like some people had like prints and stuff stolen. Someone had a bunch of buttons taken. A cash box was like damaged, but no money was taken from it. Someone's laptop got straight up stolen.
It was found.
Oh, it was found?
And
Okay.
the final, just to give it a number, the amount of merchandise stolen was valued at $1,058.
Wow, that might
Yeah.
That might buy you like one plushie.
Uh-huh.
Monsters.
Oh, the plushy pony rants. I could
But
go
that's for
on.
another day because whoever's our authority on this, what else all this shit's been stolen, so what the fuck what's their excuse?
Not only did it get stolen, it
before that,
happened
yeah.
over 2 nights.
Yeah.
After
so
the
that
first night,
happened.
it happened again.
Yeah, after the first night, like, people mentioned that this happened, and, then the next night the exact same thing happened. Because apparently no one thought, man, a bunch of crap got stolen. We should, like, make sure that doesn't happen again.
So where was security?
Apparently sleeping.
Yeah, not doing its job.
The security staff should.
I'm sorry, I was choking on the stupidity. What?
Yeah, it's just so magically terrible.
Was it as magically terrible as Unicon?
No,
No,
not quite.
but it's pretty
It
bad.
takes a
Yeah,
lot to get to
it's
Unicon levels.
pretty bad.
Or DashCon?
Well,
Oh god.
we don't speak of DashCon.
DashCon is its own special kind of fail.
hmm But yeah, long and short of it, in addition to the vendors not being able to sell much because, attendance numbers were low, they also had their shit stolen. So, yeah, way to go, guys. That's, some good work right there, treating your
And
vendors
apparently
right. That's good.
So how is this stuff recovered?
It's not.
It's not. I thought some of it. Okay, the laptop was returned.
It was borrowed by somebody. It was not stolen.
Okay,
Yeah.
but all the other stolen merchandise is just
It is
gone.
still stolen, yes. It has not been found.
And none of this information has been released to the public because apparently this con thinks that letting people know what's going on would defame them.
I mean, there's an unofficial horse news list, but I'm not going to go through with it. You get the idea that it was a significant amount of merch.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff.
So yeah, Fiesta Equestria, bad job.
Yep.
So
So what
what's
else
the
we
other
got?
thing?
Okay,
So
in
there were two.
more silly / why things, the Church of Celestia.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Did he actually join this church?
No,
he
I
now calls
didn't.
himself a son,
I
bro?
want to, in theory, but I don't want that to be a thing that I do.
So, in response to the flash in the pan apparent attempt at legislation that some Republicans have attempted to enact, in which only clergymen can institute marriage, which has several problems.
Yeah, no.
On its own, but we're not getting into that.
The bronies have decided to create their own countermeasure for this in the form of the Church of Celestia.
Okay, I saw that on Horse News and I thought they were being facetious.
It is not a joke.
That is not a...
It is-
my fuck... Are
yeah.
you fucking...
Every time you think that something is just a news article being facetious when it comes to bronies, usually it's not. Usually
It's
it's
Horse
real.
News, though. Come on.
Except for what certain badly photoshopped
Here,
shirt.
let me talk about the Google Doc.
Like, go fucking
Oh,
yell at
Google
Chalice for me.
Oh, there's a Google Doc, Greg?
Yeah, so here are the things you have to click in order to join the Church of Celestia.
Oh,
Number
God.
1, do you wish to join the Church of Celestia?
Oh my God.
Do you believe
Nope,
in the
I
power...
don't.
To this doc, so I may read it, and...
Mhm. Do you believe in the power of friendship?
Nope, I hate Friends.
Do
Friends
you
are
renounce
awful.
Sombra and all of his works?
I mean, that
Oh my
would
God.
require him to have any works to begin with, right?
I'm
There's
clicking this, I'm probably gonna laugh.
there's also a box for who is best pony,
Oh, God.
and what is your Twitter screen name? Finally,
What?
the last thing you need to click: submit
I
to
don't-
praise the sun.
Hang on, so I'm not up on, like, churches and such, you know? I know the tiniest bit about, like, now I can't even
Jewishness?
think of the word, because my
Jewishness?
but yeah, like becoming a rabbi. I know the tiniest bit about it, because I know a couple people who have, studied to become rabbis. But in most churches, do you have to submit your Twitter username?
No.
Like, is that common?
Well, you-
Showing up is usually enough for them.
I mean,
Showing
I'm
up
sure.
is
I'm sure. You know, when
usually
the
enough.
Pope was becoming the Pope, he had to do that. You know, does the Pope have a Twitter account? Yeah, he does. I knew he did.
Oh my
You
God,
guys have never
guys.
you guys have never been in court. You have to put your right hand on the Bible. Swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. I do. Also, what's your Twitter handle?
You also have to follow the judge and the jury.
Yeah, you have to follow the judge.
Yeah, in case you're out to lunch or something and they need to tell you what the verdict was,
God
That's
damn.
that's.
I can just see it now.
Hashtag
Local-
guilty.
Hashtag.
Jesus.
But yeah, as much as it was a
Sorry,
nice
generation.
gesture, because goddamn, the people trying to pass that legislation are so stupid and
They
uneducated
also
on
don't
U.S.
quite
law.
Yeah, they don't understand
I'm pretty
how
sure it already failed.
I mean, look, I'm Republican and I'm ashamed that someone did that. Like, really? You actually tried that? That's
That-
just, no.
no. It's
That
not
is
how
This fucking
that
party
works.
gives me headaches.
absolutely insanity.
What the fuck is wrong with you people? But
They're
yeah,
bronies.
what'd you say?
They're bronies. Answer your question.
But Republicans are secretly bronies, yes. All along. Yeah, so I don't think we need this, guys. I think we'll be okay. I
Yeah,
don't
this
think we need the
is-
Church of Celestia.
This is at best kind of dumb and at worst
A bit offensive.
pretty disrespectful.
Yeah.
Wasn't the other major thing was the whole legalization of gay marriage that happened?
Yeah, no, we're not- that's-
why
This is
just
not a
I
topic.
guarantee you,
for this
if you
podcast.
Okay.
so just ask the question, listener, do you currently have a Facebook? If the answer is yes, you have heard about this and you don't need us to talk about it.
Also, oh my god, that rainbow filter post that you like, Treebeard.
Yeah.
With Seinfeld, I was fucking laughing. That was amazing.
Someone summed up the Facebook as of recently as a war between the South and Skittles.
South and
Oh, speaking of which, random, but they are now not allowing reruns of the Dukes of Hazzard on TV.
What?
That is officially what happened today.
I'm sorry.
Also-
what?
Yeah.
Wait,
I am
was-
waiting for them to say, Ken Burns Civil
Fuck
War
off.
documentary will never be aired again.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
all
sorry.
Civil War documentaries.
That is
no, can't.
bullshit.
Oh yeah, because of the
because
Confederate
erasing
flag.
history is the key to
Is it because the
education and
Confederate
tolerance.
flag
I-
thing
Fuck
that
off.
happened?
We
Someone
can't
said
learn from
that
history at all.
Those who forget history are
Do we
some-
repeat it?
No, wait,
that might be it. I don't know.
history are cool guys.
I know, right? Like,
They're cool guys, right?
What's
Like,
history?
No, but this
History
is
is just
so
that class in
ridiculous.
school you get an A in, right?
History
It's
is
like-
just that thing I'm majoring in, right? It's not actually.
It's dumb. You should stop.
you're just gonna open up a
I should.
history textbook and it's just blank.
Yeah.
It's like if somebody was making a fucking World War II documentary but couldn't do it anymore because swastikas were in it.
You just replace it with a frowny face like in Legos.
Oh my god. Now I actually want to do that.
Oh
like,
god.
Nazis, sad face.
Nazis.
Fucking Lego Indiana Jones, I swear, when I got to that part, I'm like, they didn't. They didn't, but they did.
Oh god, they did.
It's
Anyways.
fucking absurd. How
Yeah,
how can you stop showing reruns of them Duke boys? Like they're
Dukes
at
of
it
Hazzard is
again.
not a racist show either. It's just on their car. It's a logo. It's part of pop culture.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I get. I legitimately. Fucking, I feel like I might be getting, like, too real for this podcast here. But, like, I agree with, like, making people stop, like, flying the
it should not be
Confederate
on
flag.
government buildings. That is agreed
because
upon.
it's, no matter what you fucking believe, the Confederate flag is not, like, a
It's not
sign.
a US flag.
Yeah,
And-
it is the flag of an aggressing and
Well,
of an
Duster can
aggressing
give you a
nation.
history lesson on
Well,
that.
an
but-
aggressed.
Yeah, well,
But a history lesson of what?
That the
Confederate.
flag is not really,
no, it's not the Confederate flag.
We've been
but
over this.
The Confederate flag is the flag of a nation that we were at war with. They lost that would be like if we went to war with North Korea, lost, and then people in North Korea
Well,
started
it's a
flying
civil
the United
war.
States flag.
But it's
No, but
still
it's still-
dumb. Yeah,
they-
I mean,
The Confederacy claimed that they were their own nation, and we were at war with them. And then they lost, and then we let them keep flying their flag on our government buildings.
and again, even though it's not actually their flag,
Yeah, but it is the
Yeah.
thought of it that it is their
it's
flag.
symbolism at this point.
Yeah.
So
It
we
is-
said we totally wouldn't talk about this. By the way, here's a whole bunch of.
We did?
Well, we didn't talk about.
No,
I
we're talking about the
promise
gay
nothing.
marriage thing
Yeah.
that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
This was more about censorship than anything, but
Yeah. Censorship, an issue that I always get anal about.
mhm.
I never like it.
But last but not least, I guess God, we can actually connect this to another topic, a more serious one, sadly. The New York Times.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah, I remember.
Wait, I didn't hear about this.
You
What happened?
Oh
probably
Jesus!
heard about it. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
a little bit ago, there was a dude that went on a racist tirade and murdered a bunch of dudes because he's a racist dickhead.
Okay.
And somewhere on the internet, some douchebag managed to Photoshop rainbow
Oh,
dash on
that
his
guy.
Oh,
shirt.
that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And apparently, I'm not sure if it's the same person, but
It is a different person.
Yeah,
It is
okay,
someone else on
different person.
Tumblr trying to start shit.
Yeah,
Because
a different person
lovely.
submitted it over to the New York Times and tried to make it national news. Well, actually, not news. Isn't it what do they call it when when slander? Oh, perjury! That's it! Oh, libel! That's what it's called.
Is it written
It's
Yeah.
written.
It is
yes.
written.
that it is a libel?
Trying to make libel into national news by declaring this person to be a brony. Yeah, and the worst part is, for a while, the New York Times bought it. They believed it.
Yeah, that's all.
They have issued a redaction stating that it turned out to be false, but the fact remains, wow.
No, the fact
Wait,
remains
fact check, guys.
they didn't check their facts.
Nope.
I mean,
They
yeah,
didn't
the New
check
York
their
Times should be
FAQs.
ashamed of it, but I mean, the person who did this,
Yeah, I mean,
they're the person I'm
there's no shortage.
furious at.
There's no shortage of fault to go around here. Because this is just, wow. Fucking libel and failure to check up on sources before printing something.
The sad thing is that's... Like, we're especially angry about this one because, like, it relates to us, but, like...
Look, even if it didn't relate to us,
No,
it's a
it's
still
stupid
horribly
fucking
wrong.
thing.
No, but,
Yeah.
like, my point is that, like, respectable news sources just not fact-checking is ridiculously common. Like, it happens fucking every day now.
Have you seen the
Like,
movie Shattered Glass before?
No, but...
It's on Stephen Glass, the guy who, like, flat out fabricated a whole bunch of stories
Oh,
from
yeah.
the Atlantic.
yeah.
Great movie, and it shows this perfectly.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is something that I honestly... Like, if there was ever, like, a hot button issue for me, this is actually one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the control of information is something that's always been kind of a big deal for me. Because, this is just... Oh.
I mean,
And the sad thing is that I don't think that the news companies think this is a big deal because it's sensationalist and it gets attention. So their goal isn't really so much to disseminate information so much as to get attention.
and make money.
Yeah, because that's how they make money, by being attention whores. God, Tumblrites would be fucking rich if they went into the news business.
Yep.
But, I mean, this guy is just... The guy who did it originally is a scumbag. I mean...
Yeah.
Because not only is he taking advantage of an awful tragedy, but he's using it to spread hate to another group. Just for personal enjoyment. There's nothing else he's gaining out of this.
Yeah.
Making bronies look bad isn't going to change society. It's not anything positive. He's just doing it so he can laugh and, see, that he's gotten away with it. And it's not funny. It's just horribly
It's funny
fucked
because bronies are,
They're like a kid's cartoon. They're terrible people.
Yeah.
Not
that's
that
how it works.
people who shoot up black churches and people who watch a kid's cartoon. One
yeah,
of the
that's
same.
totally comparable, right?
Fuck me. But goddamn.
It's not to say that we're just going to, like, white knight rush to the defense of bronies all the time. I mean, if you've been watching us for any amount of time, we're not afraid to call out fucking bronies, but
then there's a line.
There's a fucking line to be drawn. You don't
You fucking
you don't lie about it,
Yeah,
at least.
just don't. You don't do this. But anything else to add?
Sad, not that I can think of, but there's actually kind of a thing that I wanted to talk about in relation to the episode, because it's something it's just a little bit of an issue that I have with, like,
Go for it.
how the development team interacts with the audience. It's in this episode we saw a bunch of Yaks being douchebags and smashing shit every time they think it's imperfect, and a show of hands that we can't actually see. Did anybody else see the sort of incredibly subtle and nuanced subtext that Big Jim Miller's trying to get across here?
Yes.
Oh God, hang on.
I think
might need
he's
a minute.
making a
I might need a
statement
minute.
about fans of Gravity Falls.
You know?
Is that right?
No, I don't
think
think so.
no.
Hang on, I think it might be. I think he might be talking about fucking people who watch Fast and Furious.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah,
totally. Yes.
Notoriously, like, vicious and
All
critical.
the people that go after Vin Diesel, those fuckers,
Yeah. Oh, God.
Really,
Yeah,
I
sending death threats to
I
Vin
thought he was
Diesel.
making a statement about the Incredible Hulk.
Anyways.
No, you would be right, except that, based on a few tweets that Big Jim Miller did during Princess Spike, I'd say that he's making some sort of commentary about the brony fandom. Wild, I know, but it's like he's saying that he sees, like, people who criticize the show as, like, just yaks.
We're a bunch of yaks.
What a...
Yak.
a bunch of petulant, destructive, rage-filled morons that just scream at anything that isn't perfect, as if they can't recognize that not everything will be perfect all the time.
Well, to be fair, that's the brony fan.
Yeah, the sad thing is that actually
It's not that
is
far
the
off.
brony fandom, but in this case, like, no.
It's also
No.
targeted towards people like us, though.
Yeah, exactly.
That is my
That's the
issue
thing.
with it. Yeah,
that is why
so-
that is
the problem
Trevor's
is that
issue.
it's not directed at those people.
I agree. It is somewhat true, but yes,
It's directed at the people who
Yeah,
review-
it's
it's
directed at the people who
analysis
level
people per
legitimate
se.
critiques.
Even though we're not analysis, but we are. If you know
I
what I
don't
mean.
I don't like calling ourselves an
You know what I mean. People that actually look at the episode, take a
TikTok, just like
serious
that.
look at it, and take it down. Those people,
the critics.
whatever you
Yeah.
want to call them.
That is a word for it, an accurate word, really.
Well, I mean, that's what they're called. Those are called critics.
And
Yep.
they
That's-
actually did after the episode came out. Some of the writers and show people, including Sibsy and I believe the writer of the show, passed around a meme essentially stating this with actual text saying the Yaks are bronies. So
Yep.
subtle.
Yeah.
Good job
And
there.
even before that, with the Princess Spike thing, they were kind of going around this conversation where they're like, oh, I guess apparently getting a lot of complaints about Spike. Apparently everything has to be perfect. And I'm just going, no, that's not their issue with it.
We can tell you our issues. Just listen to our podcast.
Yeah, because
Not that
Yeah.
you will, but
our issue is that the issue with the Spike episode is that they were really tired of this really repetitive and grating formula that they've been doing with episodes involving Spike for ever.
God. Yeah.
And their reaction is to, how would you describe it exactly?
No good.
Immature,
Yeah, that's that, to instead of
unprofessional.
address the concerns, just mock them. Although apparently progress was made according to a Horse News article relating to it. But I honestly don't really see this going anywhere. But
Mhm.
I am eagerly awaiting to be proven wrong.
All right, I believe we've yacked on enough tonight.
We have yacked quite a bit.
So, plugs and pimps.
We're going to AX. You probably
No, won't
listening to
won't
this
be out.
long we're gone. But
No, in
gonna
that
be
case-
busy this weekend with AX. Will not have time to edit.
No, in that case, thanks for visiting us at AX. If you saw
If you somehow recognized us,
If you somehow
How?
knew who we were,
from our
despite-
reacts, Craig.
hi.
Yeah,
Nice.
You'll probably just open up your 3DS and be like, wait a minute.
What?
So yeah,
That's crazy.
if you saw us and said hi, if you said hi to
That's
Dipper
weird.
and Mabel
How the
and
fuck?
Bill, hello.
And you probably got a sticker out of it. Cause fuck yeah.
Stickers.
Stickers.
send your picture with a sticker too.
But
Somewhere.
yeah, AX and
And, actually, why didn't I put this out? If you have not gotten a copy of Friendship is Wild, which is
Yes.
the, charity art book, my work is actually on the cover. In the, top right corner, that would be Fluttershy with the giant butterfly wings. It also features, Pixel Prism, Leak Fish, a bunch of other really great artists. Those are just the ones I remember off the top of my head. Goes to a great cause, Wild Aid, which tries to put a stop to poaching and, illegal trade in animal parts. We'll have a link in the bottom. Please buy a copy. You get a shit ton of art for not that bad a price. And it goes to a good cause, which is a win-win. And if you want a big physical copy of the piece that I did, then I will probably be at EQLA and you can get one.
Speaking of EQLA, how are those things going?
EQLA
Let's
status.
talk about that after.
yeah.
Well,
Well, you can talk about what you have. Yeah.
Suffice it to say,
some
they're
good
kind of
EQLA
making it
status.
like jackass.
So the good EQLA status is, that I'm 90% sure that me and Victor DeWorker, who, does buttons, will be working together in the, artist alley. my Prince buttons. I'm working on some new stuff that will hopefully be out and some new comedy pieces. The panel is submitted but not approved yet. Read It and Weep, the subtitle that I did not add, the Unicorn Rock Opera, may be happening. It's a really fun fanfic that I've been wanting to get to and have been hinting at it in the last 2 Babs cons. And we're finally getting to it. These guys read it. It's got really shitty lyrics and also really shitty poetry. It's pretty fantastic. And if I could find some fun stuff to break it up, that might be in there. A little Hans von Hosel, if you want to look him up. But that's what we got for EQLA so far. As for, press and all that, it's still up in the air. We'll get that as soon as possible. But, look forward to giving me your money. and reading terrible fan fiction for me and TG to laugh at you.
You'll also be getting the secret ship folder involved again, I imagine.
I'm not sure if they're coming to EQLA.
They said they weren't going to EQLA. No, they said they weren't.
No? Oh.
Yeah, they said they weren't.
It's confusing, but I would love to get them involved if they're going.
They were great the last time.
Otherwise, we're gonna find we have a fantastic prize for best reading overall. Which, by the way, Trooper, congratulations on winning best reading last time.
Yeah, I did.
Which I actually cited as an example of a good reading. We don't necessarily ask for, if you're coming to EQLA, I'll just run through the rules real quick. You have to read a fanfic until you pause, laugh, or your allotted time slot, which I said 3 minutes per reader this round, is up. And I do not expect perfect show accurate voice acting. I don't even expect you to be able to voice act. So if you want to read,
I mean, I did.
yeah, if you want to read it in whatever silly voice, we had Treebeard read Rainbow Dash as William Shatner and the protagonist self-insert as the Lich King. We had someone else who did the narrator.
It's like Vegeta, but go on.
The narrator was Vegeta?
The protagonist self-insert was Vegeta.
Oh, and then who was the Lich King?
The
narration.
narration.
That was also Treebeard.
I didn't bother to correct anybody.
Yeah. So, and we had another reader who did Twilight as Darth Vader, including the breathing sound effects, and the narration as a drunken bro. So, any voice you come up with is fine. If you want to do show accurate, fine. If you want to just come up with your own bullshit, fine. There are no masters. Yeah, actually, no. The second best reader was a Flufflepuff cosplayer that just went up with
it. Right?
Yeah, that was kind of great.
The entire time.
But, yeah, no. It was a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Come out. See us.
So, one more quick little pip. One quick little shout out. I'd like to shout out you guys, the audience. I've been noticing we've been all noticing a steady increase in subscribers, and, if any of you subscribers are watching these podcasts, we just like to take a moment to thank you for listening to our bullshit and joining it, and we would like to invite you to join in on the conversation if you like.
Please comment.
Comment or send the mailbox things.
Oh God, the poor mailbox. It's been abandoned. A know-it-all box.
Yeah.
Well, I assume we'll probably get
more.
more with the Gravity Falls stuff.
That's true.
But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends about us, and join in the conversation. And in the meantime, thanks for your support.
Also,
Yay.
watch Rock Talk.
Oh my God.
Oh yes, watch Rock Talk.
And have you come up with the name of the Star Wars one, Treebeard, or not yet?
Or the Gravity Falls one that we're gonna do. Man, we have a
How about Star Wars Rabble?
Rabble.
Yeah, I like that.
Rabble.
Star Wars Rabble.
Rabble.
Yeah,
Right.
Star Wars. So yeah, we'll be talking about Star Wars Rebels and possibly a Star Wars Accessories.
We'll have actually, Stephen Baum number 3 is going on the same week as Gravity Falls is coming back. I don't know if Rebels will also have a new episode during that week, but, should
They
be
seem
fun.
to be having a fairly regular schedule, but we'll see.
More regular than Gravity Falls, I hope.
Oh, God, I hope so.
Is
But yeah,
Gravity
we'll be-
Falls going to be irregular? I thought once it came back on the 13th, it was going to be regular.
I was
like,
just talking about now.
episodes. Ah, well, I mean, this is just that.
Even
like,
before
in
this,
between
it was
seasons.
not even that
Yeah,
regular.
it was really
still
regular even before.
odd.
Yeah, but whatever.
We'll figure that out when it comes.
But yeah,
But
Star Wars Rabbles. We'll be talking about Star Wars and Star Wars accessories.
I'll have to watch the show before we
it's a good
start.
show. You should
Yeah,
watch
TG
it.
still needs to watch it.
How many more days do I have to procrastinate? 2 more weeks. Cool.
Enjoy it.
I
I guess that wraps it up.
Yep, that wraps it up. So, we've
See you
been
next time.
Hoof Hearted, and make sure to Febreze after watching.